Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be talking about my story and how I got to be playing college baseball and how you guys can take it as inspiration to play college baseball. My whole life I've been told, oh, you're not going to make it, this and that. Pretty much like not directly told that, but like more or less like it was kind of hinted out there. I started playing baseball when I was 3 years old, and it was really just for fun. I was playing little league, not taking it serious. But then I ended up getting into my middle school and playing baseball for that team, the middle school baseball team. And it was pretty much like an entryway to JV baseball or freshman league or whatever case may be for high school. And that coach from that 8th grade year had left and whatever. This new coach came into the school, and his name was Coach Sosa. And I had learned a lot of the basics from that coach of baseball and how it worked and whatnot. And I started playing travel ball and getting my name out there, and just posting videos on Twitter, posting videos on Instagram, posting videos on YouTube of my in-game highlights and whatnot. Then my junior year, I was still on the JV team, and I was kind of like mad at myself, but I had just came off an injury, and it was a big injury where I had to, recover, do all these things, and, get rehab done. So I was like in rehab for like 3 months, something like that, over the summer. So I didn't really get to play summer ball like that, but I was able to play before that for like a month, and then I got all my procedures done and everything, and yeah, it got fixed. But then after that, my junior year, I was like, oh, I did pretty good. I might have a chance to finally play varsity my senior year. And I come back from the summer, had an amazing summer. It was the most fun summer I've ever had with this team called the Scorpions. And I met a lot of amazing guys there. It was honestly the most amazing summer I've ever had playing baseball. And those guys, still talk to them today. But I didn't start my senior year. I rarely played any games. I almost got like 8 appearances, plate appearances, and that's about it. I didn't do terrible with my appearances. I would sometimes get a hit, sometimes not, but there were mostly like pinch hitting situations where the coach would put me in. And, I was kind of like on myself about like trying to be better, but I still managed to get offers because of my summer. And then I kept playing in the summer. I had committed to Florida National University, and then I decommitted because I wasn't receiving certain funds to go to school, and it was way too expensive, and they didn't have my major at the end of the day. They told me they had it, and I wanted to play college baseball, and that was kind of like a huge letdown for me. And it kind of hurt me. It broke my heart because all I wanted to do was play baseball and be in school at the same time. So I ended up going to Barry University because pretty much all I had to pay was like $1,000 per year, semester. I don't remember too well, but it was pretty cheap for college. And I was like, okay, this might be a shot to like walk on the team. I try out, and before that, during the summer, I go and I do the showcase, and I waited for the coaches so I could talk to them and whatnot. And they told me to come to their tryout, which will be during the fall. I worked my tail off trying to, get on the team and whatnot, and I didn't make the team. I got offered a spot as a manager, and I was debating it, but also I was like, I don't know. My dream is to play college baseball, so I ended up not taking it. And that whole time I was posting videos on Twitter, and this coach named Coach Fulton, he hits me up and he's like, hey bro, there's school in Arkansas in Little Rock, and it's a new program. They're looking for players, this and that. And I was like, finally, my opportunity to, be someone and play college baseball. And I ended up talking to this coach named Coach Noah. He offers me a spot on his team. He gives me a scholarship, and I'm playing college baseball with barely having to pay anything, if not the same at Barry than at Barry. And I felt on top of the world. Then after that, I go for a visit at the school, and I had an amazing visit. I liked the school, and I was ready to, like, I committed like almost on the spot. Uh, then there's like this workout that the coach was having with like some of the players, because they only had like, I think it was 4 or 5 guys there already during that fall. They didn't have a whole team yet. So I was like, oh, whatever. But I kept my head up, and during that like tryout type visit thing, I ended up doing pretty well. They were doing like live ABs, so I did pretty well, and it was fun. The guys were amazing. They were super chill, and I still consider them family and friends till this day. So I ended up going to Philander for like, I think it was 1.5 years, something like that. So I finished my fall semester, and then I transferred over to Philander to play baseball. My season went super well. My first spring season, I ended up hitting 300, literally right there, borderline 300. But there was room to improve. My fielding was, a mess. Like, I would make errors like every other game. It was always a mess. But I still had an opportunity with my bat, and I knew that my bat always had potential. But I needed to work on my fielding, and that's still something I struggle with to this day. But then I end up going to the coach ends up leaving after our fall. So my second spring season, I was like, everybody was ready to play because the whole fall was competitive. I didn't have an amazing fall, so I was like concerned where I would be at in the lineup, concerned if I would even play, because there was this guy that he was competing with me pretty much for the same spot. And for at least as a DH spot, because that was like my value. My value was my hitting. And me and him were competing for the same spot. And, the coach ends up leaving. And everybody was like up in the clouds about what was going to happen. And then we go like a month straight after, during the spring season, before the spring, we went like a month straight. The semester just started a month straight, no coach. We're waiting to hear back from the school, what was going on, and like who would be our coach. We thought we wouldn't have a season. So we meet the coach, super cool guy. He's an amazing guy. Nothing but love for him. But I ended up redshirting that year. I barely got, so I ended up playing one or two series, and I didn't do bad. I did pretty well. And yeah, I decided to redshirt after that because, like, playing time wise, I probably wasn't in his vision, and I understand it. There was better guys than me that could both hit and field, and I was just a guy who could hit. I couldn't field, and I decided to be a catcher at that time. Like, I was like, oh, I'm all in on catching. All I wanted to do was catch because I thought that was what would help me get signed or, have potential to be drafted or whatever the case may be. And I had that in my head, and it was like, oh, I'm going to be a catcher, this and that. So I ended up redshirting that semester, and I was kind of, debating whether I should leave or not. But I wanted to stay, and then some family stuff had come up, and I was like, I need to leave. I need to get closer to home. So I ended up asking for a release. I get my release, and then over the summer, I didn't have any school. I was talking to coaches, trying to reach out. I had offers, but they weren't what I was looking for. And I put it all in God's hands, and I was like, look, I'm looking for a school. And I ended up talking with the people who helped me get some of my, some of my offers, which is Crossroads Recruits, and they helped me get my offer to the school called Payne College. But over the summer, I was working. I was lifting heavy. I was also playing summer ball in North Carolina with Coach Fulton, the guy who had recruited me to Philander, and everything was amazing that summer. It was fun. Even though we did have to drive like 5 hours to a game and then 5 hours back, like, it was cool. I didn't care. All I wanted to do was play baseball and prove to everybody that I could play baseball, and prove it to myself and prove it to God. That's all I wanted. All I wanted to do was play baseball. And I was like, bro, I don't know what school I'm gonna go to. So I end up, over the summer when I came back home, I ended up going on coming up, I came on a visit to Payne, and I ended up liking the school. I was like, look, it's an opportunity, and I was like, I gotta play baseball here. And yeah, I'm paying college now. But even though I had all those things happen to me where I wasn't sure if I was going to play baseball, I still kept going. I didn't care what anybody told me. Sometimes we just got to be ignorant. We got to be stupid and just keep going forward. And God's going to provide the rest. As long as you work hard, your skills will continue to develop and you'll be better. You will get better. God is the foundation of the reason why I am so good. And so, like, my family supporting me, that support is something that, like, you can't, it's just, it's beautiful, the amount of support that my parents have given me. I have everything I have because of my parents, and everything I have because of God. And God gave me these beautiful parents for a reason. And hopefully my story doesn't just turn into, oh, he played college baseball and that's it. Hopefully I can keep going and keep pushing. But all it's going to take is discipline, determination, and to keep pushing every day. But I hope that you guys can take inspiration from this and see it as like, oh, this guy didn't play in high school, but yet he's still playing college baseball. He's getting better every day. I can do the same thing. And don't doubt yourself. You can be better. You can be a better player than you are now. There's guys that I've met that in high school or whatever, they weren't the best. They weren't the best player. But now they're the captains of their team. They're 10 times better than what they were. And then they have scholarships to big schools that you're like, whoa, I didn't expect this kid to end up being this good at baseball or end up being this good as a student. But one of the main things that held me through all of that and helped me be where I'm at is my grades. Because if I didn't have the grades, I wouldn't be able to play anywhere. In all reality, your grades are the most important thing, and for you to be level-headed and understand that you aren't the center of the world. You are not the center of the world. There's other players there that are better than you, so you have to outwork them every day. It doesn't matter if bro's slacking off, but he has all the talent and skill in the world. He's slacking off, let him slack off. You go work harder than him. Beat him at his own game. He's going to be lazy. All right, I'm going to be better than him. Today, I'm going to get ground balls. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit. I'm going to get better. Try to get better every day. Because if you stop, that's when everything goes bad. Like, being lazy gets you nowhere. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And all the things that have happened because God has been guiding me every step of the way, even if I didn't know it at the time. Even if I didn't know it. So just take this as inspiration that you can actually do it. You can succeed and you can be a hell of a ball player even if you didn't play high school baseball. Even if you didn't play Little League or whatever, you didn't go to Cooperstown or whatever. Like, as a kid, I thought that was everything. I wanted to go to Cooperstown because all my friends were going, but I didn't know anything about it. I never had those opportunities, but those opportunities don't matter. It's all what you do in the now, right now, in the present. How can I be better? How can I get better? How can I contact coaches? And if you need help contacting coaches to get scholarships, to get to a school, DM me, comment under this video, and I'll help you out. But yeah, my story's been a long one. It's been crazy, and it's not gonna end now. It's gonna keep going, hopefully, if that is God's will. But I pray for y'all, and I just want to say thank you for listening to this, and I hope that you guys can take inspiration from this and keep pushing. See y'all, and bye.